All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
Tony, so something I forgot to talk about last week was we were over at our buddy's house for one of the fight nights. And we were there, and it was your wife, Rob's wife, Ivan's wife. That was it, right? Those are just those. Oh, yeah, no, because Melissa wasn't there. So those three wives, right? And you had left. You had to go take care of something at the house or whatever. And you had left. And I was there fighting for my own life, my own accord. Because your old lady and
Mine?
yes, your old lady and Ivan's old lady said, hey, we're going to find you somebody, but we need to change some things. I was like, what? Yeah, we're going to find you somebody, so tell us what you're looking for. What would you date? I'm like, well, none of your ass. No, I'm just kidding. I said, Mexican, white girl, Filipino, a light-skinned girl. And they're like, okay. And then I made the mistake, and I said it this way. It's not exactly what I meant, but your wife's head exploded. When I said I wanted a, what was the word I used? Submissive.
Aw, dog.
Which I didn't mean submissive. I meant more docile than
Still not a good word.
well, I don't want a head shaker. I don't want a head roller. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say something, oh hell no, we woo. Look, we're both adults. If we can't have a discussion, I don't raise my voice. I don't fucking yell. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your lady was, oh hell no, you better go to Mexico for that. Show me the way, sister. As long as she coming back with no pockets, we cool.
I mean, I think it falls into the category of, and I'm not saying it's just a name, okay? And I don't mean it literally.
Here we go.
Beggars can't be choosers right now. You talk about, I want Mexican, I want white, light skin, I want this. You should be saying, at this point, just somebody to talk to. You see what I'm saying?
Well, but that's not the way they were pitching it. It's not like they were like, hey, we're going to find somebody for you. Like, we're going to find somebody for you to fall in love with and woo-woo. So that's different. But, we can find somebody to help me knock the dust off it any day of the week. Like, hey, I can do that my damn self. That ain't nothing but a thing. I'm just saying, like, anyways. So then they started telling, yeah, you need to cut your hair.
I did hear.
And it's, oh no, you need to grow the goatee back, and we're gonna get you dressed and clothes. What's wrong with the way I dress? And Ivan was like, man, Mingo ain't need to do shit. Leave Mingo alone. And my boy Ivan had my back that night, boy. I tell you what.
They did tell me, they were like, yeah, he needs to cut that hair.
Yeah, I like it. I don't get it, because what's funny is the first day I came with it kind of long. They're like, oh, yeah, you should grow it out, blah, blah. And I grow it out. And they're like, oh, yeah, you need to cut that. Wait, what? What happened like 6 months ago? You all were saying, yeah, grow that shit out. I'm cool, man. I'm going to be me, dog. And that's what I told him. I said, wait a minute, why I got to change anything? Shouldn't somebody just love me for who I am? Why I got to...
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Why I got to change all that shit?
That's right.
Why can't I just be me?
But,
if you
with that
don't
being
like
said,
me, kick rocks.
You gotta, you don't look for Mrs. Right now. Look for Mrs. Right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if it might be to get Mrs. Right now, you might have to make some changes.
But here's another thing though. When that happened, that was proof to me that no matter who I find, I'm never bringing them around you guys. You guys will never meet her. You'll never be able to put a bug in her ear. You'll be like, I'll tell you all about her. She'll be I'm dating this girl in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always, when you were in school, it was, oh, yes, no, she goes to you were in Nelly. Oh, no, she go to Palm Springs.
This probably all came from the ticket fiasco.
Oh, probably.
Because, again, for whatever reason, Luis was like, I can only get tickets in pairs. So Mingo, find a pair and we can get you a set of tickets, which wasn't the case, but that's how he made it seem. And that's how
it wasn't the case after all?
Well, you can buy a single ticket. I mean, he was just saying that the deal was if you got 2 tickets, you were getting a discount. So he got like 4 pairs for 8 people, and we had 9.
Because I thought it was buy one get one free or buy one get one half off.
It was something like that, yeah.
So, but in the hood, that's buy one get one free, right?
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So, but it wasn't the case. It was I couldn't buy more than 8 tickets at a time. Like
Right, so he could have bought those 8, turn around and bought another 2.
No, he actually said he tried to buy more tickets on his credit card, and he said he couldn't do it. So, but again, what went around the group was
Lou, I love you. Don't worry about it. No,
what
don't
went around the
trip.
group was Mingo got to find a date. Mingo can't go because he don't have a girl or somebody to bring in.
See that shit? These motherfuckers, I ain't around all these motherfuckers talking secret shit about me when I ain't around.
So the word went out. Let's find Mingo a date. Couldn't do it in time. So they just continuing it.
Damn, y'all like my sister. The other day she calls me. It was 7 o'clock at night. She calls me. Hey, you want to go see Shane Gillis?
Damn.
I was like, yeah. She says, cool. Meet me at the gas station across the street from the casino. I'll have you 2 tickets. You got somebody to go with? I was like, well, look. I said, you got to give me a fucking week. You can't tell. I don't have, you know, I don't have my corral set up with my stable ready. You know what I'm saying? I can't just call her, girl, hey, let's go. I can't call you because you were probably already asleep.
Yeah.
I couldn't call. I would have called Rob, but Rob would have said, come pick me up. And I wasn't going to go there and then go back to Indio.
You thought she wanted you to go with her?
I thought that's what it was. Yeah. But she had to get ready to go out of town, and she had bought the tickets for me anyways because, or she had got them for me because she knew I liked and I wanted to go see Shane Gillis. She had got the tickets, but she didn't know if she was going to be able to get them until the last minute. They called her and told her, hey, we got the tickets for you. Come pick them up. So then she said, well, I wasn't going to call you earlier, but I didn't think I was going to be able to get down here. And they called me and said, hey, we still got the tickets. Can you come? So I came and I'm picking them up. Meet me at the gas station. I'm like, fuck, all right. Call my brother. He didn't answer. Called Sebastian, told him I'd go to the bathroom at work. Come back out holding your ass cheeks and tell him you got to go. They're not going to tell you if you got diarrhea. Ain't nobody going to tell you, oh, no, you got to stay at work. You got to go. But he didn't answer. I'm like, fuck. So then I called my cousin. He was at the grocery store with his wife and had other shit to do afterwards. He said, man, thanks for thinking of me. He said, but I'm not going to be able to make it. I called another friend of mine. He was at the gym. He said, bro, I just got here. But by the time I get home and talk to my old lady and do all that, he said, I won't be ready. All right. So I ended up taking my older sister with me. It was a good time, dude. Shane Gillis was fucking off the chain. The dude that was on before him was actually funnier than Shane Gillis.
I don't even know who Shane Gillis is.
No?
No. I thought it was a country singer.
What the fuck would she call me about that?
Exactly what I was thinking.
That's funny. No, he's an up and coming comedian. He's really good. He hosted Saturday Night Live not that long ago. He's good. But anyways, so I ended up going to that, but all this shit coming at me last minute, and I'm like, so now I got to start putting together a little stable.
Well, I find it odd that you named all these people, but you didn't name anybody in our crew.
What are you talking about?
Why didn't you invite one of the homies?
I told you I couldn't invite you because you were already in bed. You said
could have called and asked.
And then I said...
I'd have said no, but, you know.
Well, and then I knew I could... Bro, I had an hour.
Well,
I had to get ready, and I had to...
You know, we the top 4 on your speed dial.
So and I wasn't going to call Rob because Rob was going to say, come get me. And that's another 20 minutes out the way I didn't have, right? And Ivan and... Ivan and Lou.
You're just getting Lou back for that one, but
Lou, I wasn't gonna call him. I didn't have 2 tickets. No, I'm just kidding, Lou. I'm just kidding. I didn't think they would want to go because I didn't think they would know him, and knowing who that comedian is, probably not the kind of comedy that those 2 would like.
What kind of comedy is it?
Well, some of his shit's kind of racist.
Oh.
And I wasn't gonna feel comfortable with sitting there with Ivan while this dude up there talking shit about. And it was, bro. When I got, it was probably about 95% white people. Like, I didn't know there was that many white people in the desert anymore. I walked
Damn.
in and I was like, oh, I have found heaven. The garden is here. But it was, I mean, it was a good show, and I probably could have called them, but again, coming from there, I would waited for them to get here and then go down another. Like, it was just going to be too much time. So, and my sister just lives on the way out of town right here, so I just swing 2 streets over and 1 down, and I got her. We out. I got to the gas station, grabbed the tickets, went across the street, parked, valet parked, got inside.
Still think you're wrong, but go ahead.
What? Wrong for not calling you guys?
Yeah. Again, we should be. I would have thought we've moved up the ladder in Mingo's Rolodex.
You know what, Tony? I'm going to tell you this one more time. You have, because you guys were the first ones that I thought of. I
Thought not to call.
No, I thought.
Thought not to invite.
Well, no, I thought about it and said, well, Tony's asleep, so I'm not going to fucking call him. I gotta hurry up and move. I'm wasting time. I can't go pick up Rob, so I can't call him. You know what I mean? What am I do? I would have called Champ, but I don't know if he's busy or would have taken my call right now. Like I know he works all day in the heat. Like, does he want to go sit and do that? It was a Friday night. Was he gonna have to go with his kids to another tournament out of town? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I did think all of you first. Fuck you for saying I didn't. I did. I just thought my way out of it at the same time. It would just happenstance. It all just happened together. You know what I'm saying?
And how many listeners know what I said when I said Rolodex? My kids right now are wait, what do you Rolodex?
No, but I had to stop for a minute. No, Rolodex. Oh yeah.
Your contacts. That's what I should have said. I just aged myself.
Isn't that funny though? You say shit and then everybody's like, "Oh, what?" Fuck, that's crazy that you got it. I didn't even pick up on the fact that you said, because we're the same age. I didn't even pick up on the fact you said Rolodex. Like, it didn't stop me. I knew where you were at. Holy shit. Fuck, we're old as fuck, Tony.
I just had our buddy Andre turned 50 today. I shouted him out last week.
Fuck.
And took him to lunch today. And, bro, 50% of our conversations was the aches and pains we got.
It was about the medications you're taking?
Yeah, it's like, he's having problems with his legs, blood clotting.
Oof.
And I'm talking about my stomach again. And I didn't let him know this while it was happening. We went and grabbed a burger over at George's Burgers.
Okay.
And
are they good?
Yeah, they're pretty good. And but as I told you before, they don't allow you to put ketchup in them.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So you're having it's seasoned correctly. It's a good burger. However, some of us like to put some type of enhancement on it. Ketchup, maybe
burgers
mayonnaise.
Don't need ketchup if they done right.
Yeah, you might have a point. Sometimes I'll have a hot dog without ketchup. Sometimes I might have a hamburger. But anyways, dude, I got down about halfway with my burger and my stomach was just turning, kid. And I just couldn't eat no more. I was turning. Couldn't believe it.
Telling you, dude, like, not being fucking 18 or 17, and it fucking sucks, bro. I remember high school, we'd get dropped off, go straight across the fucking school, onto the fucking mall parking lot over to Winchell's,
Yeah.
get you a Coke and a donut, and that was breakfast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd have chips and one of them fucking nasty green burritos, or you'd have, you remember it was just the patty and bread.
Right.
And you had to put like mustard on it just to get some kind of moisture out that bitch.
And what also was funny is like he would show me stuff on his phone, and he did that. He wears glasses, and he did that thing where he lifted them up and looked at his phone, put his glasses back down. I'm like, yeah, you old kid.
Mm-hmm.
And the weird thing is, when we left, I got up, we walked to the vehicle, and all of a sudden my stomach started feeling okay. It just like as if it just went away. And because I swear to God, I was thinking I'm going to drop him off because I picked him up from work for lunch. I swear to God, I was thinking when I dropped him off, I was going to pull around to the desert and just start yakking.
That bad, huh?
Yeah. But again, it just went away as soon as I started driving.
Maybe it was when you stood up, it kind of
Yeah, that's what
cleared
I'm
away.
hoping. See, I think what I did, one thing is I was yakking on Monday evening.
Okay.
It's because my wife and I, we had Olive Garden for late lunch, early dinner on Sunday.
They haven't been to Olive Garden in forever, dude. That sounds good.
And I crushed them breadsticks. And I think that did it to me.
The bread, all the bread. Well, yeah.
I crushed them. I love them breadsticks. But yeah, I think that did it to me.
What do you eat when you go to Olive Garden?
I'm either going to have the chicken Alfredo. Oh, remind me, I got a question about the chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
Chicken Alfredo or what's called the Toro Italy, which is a little bit of Alfredo, a chicken parm, and some lasagna.
Nice.
That used to be my go-to. Now it's just the chicken parm. And a lot of it has to do with I take half of it home now, and that other stuff doesn't reheat very well.
Wow,
that
dude, you're
does.
so far from the senior menu when you're already. I'll just take half a cheese sandwich and a bowl of tomato soup, please.
I tell you, man, when we go out with the kids, I'll be like, yo, what do you want? Because you're going to know I'm taking half of it home, so you might as well take it now. Let me know what you want so you can take it home with you.
Wow.
But Olive Garden, it was busy. I was surprised. It
Really?
was like Sunday. It was about maybe 5 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think people went to. I didn't know it was a hot spot anymore.
I didn't either. But it was a Sunday, so.
It's kind of expensive though, right? Like I think the last time I went, it was a little pricey.
You know, the funny thing is my wife, we didn't drink. Well, I should say she didn't drink. And the bill was, it wasn't too bad. Well, and part of the reason why we went is we had gift cards.
Oh, okay.
We have a bad habit of receiving gift cards as gifts and not using them. It's like, oh, we'll save it, and then next thing you know, it's been sitting there for a year or two.
Oh shit.
So we're making it a point to
use them.
to use them.
So what's your beef with their chicken Alfredo?
Okay. Waiter was great. In the room we were in, there were 2 waiters. Okay? A waitress and a waiter, actually.
Okay.
So we had one person, other tables had the other. The table next to us finished up before us, and they apparently had some an Alfredo dish as well. Now, we also get the Alfredo sauce for dipping the breadsticks. That is extra. And it's what do they call it? Never ending. So like when you
Right.
run out, you get some more. And again, we get it because we crushed those breadsticks. The table next to us, when they were leaving, the waitress said, "Hey, would you guys like some Alfredo sauce to go? Because the pasta can get dry when you go to reheat it. That way you'll have fresh Alfredo sauce to moisten it up in a sense."
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. And they were like, "Yeah, thank you." And she brought it. She brought them the chocolate mints. Hey, shit. And my wife and I said, "Oh, cool. We can get some Alfredo sauce to go for the breadsticks that we're bringing home, as well as our meals," because she also got the Alfredo. So our time to came to pay. He brought the to-go boxes, loaded them up, gave us our chocolate mints, gave us the bill. Nice guy, of course, like I said. And he says, "Can I help you with anything?" "Yeah, can we get some Alfredo sauce to go?" He says, "Oh, no, that's just for here. We don't let you take that home." Now, 2 things. 3 things, actually. Number 1, the table next to
Hold
us.
on. Let me ask questions.
Okay.
Was the waitress that offered the other table, was she white?
No.
No? Was she Mexican?
Either Asian or Mexican.
Okay. The person that was covering your
She was,
table.
I shouldn't say Mexican, Spanish. And I'm going to say she was Spanish because another table she was speaking perfect Spanish to.
Okay. So the person that was covering your table,
Spanish as well.
Spanish as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not the problem. Go ahead.
So then, number 1, she offered them Alfredo for their pasta. They didn't buy the never-ending boat. She just, "Hey, your pasta," boom. Number 2, what was the second one? I don't remember what the second one was. So my question is, my wife, we're not gonna No, what she said. That's my question. Would you have said, well, if you asked the other waitress, right? She just offered them some Alfredo sauce to go. Could you ask her maybe how they were able to get that opportunity to take it home versus us not being able to take it home? Would you have done that? Because we just said we got Alfredo sauce at home. We could just use it.
No,
You wouldn't have said nothing?
I would ask for the manager.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, that's taken to an extreme, though.
I don't think so. Not at all. Because what I would have done, because what's going to happen is he's going to, oh well, you know, she's not supposed to do that, blah blah blah.
And then you would have gotten her in trouble.
And then you was okay. Well, let me speak to your manager.
Okay, hold on. Time out. You
Okay.
said, well, what? Start that up because I thought you were talking to the manager already.
No. So if you would if we would have gone the other route, okay. Hey, can we get some Alfredo sauce for the shit that
Right.
to take home? Oh no, I'm sorry, we're not supposed to do that.
Right.
Oh, okay, because we just saw that she gave them some. We just thought maybe we can talk to the manager then. Either way, you're gonna end up talking to the manager. Because if you would have been like, well, hey, well, she just did it for that guy, blah blah blah. Well, she's not supposed to. I don't know why she did that. And then you still don't have, and then you still got to argue with a peon. Fucking.
Well, getting the Alfredo sauce was not that important. Okay. Yes. No. Whatever. If it was something of importance, maybe we would have said, "Wait a minute."
If it wasn't important, we wouldn't be talking about it now. It wouldn't have bothered you that you didn't get it.
It wasn't that important.
Well, then why are we talking about it?
Because I'm just wondering what you would have done. Because I know you rude and you go for yours.
Hell yeah.
See, that's what I wanted to see. If you in that situation would you have still?
Yeah,
done
but I
it?
would have just bypassed the guy and been like, as soon as he said no, okay, cool. Can you grab a manager for me?
But then the manager would have came out and he would have said, right away, sir, da da da. And he would have told the waiter, hey, go ahead and hook them up with some this time. We'll do it this time. But then you would have got something special in that Alfredo sauce.
No, he wouldn't have done that because the manager's there, and the man. Okay, because I would have even said, hey, as a matter of fact, you know what? He might be a little upset that you involved. So why don't you grab me some Alfredo sauce? You know what I'm saying? Or I'll go back there and that motherfucker and get it my damn self. However you want to handle this. I mean, it's not like you were asking for extra fucking chicken.
True.
And you paid the never-ending bowl, and you bought
Very
Alfredo.
true.
So, you know
Again,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I totally. That's where I'm coming from. But again, it's one of those things that, well, they got some, and you was going for the white angle, huh?
I was just gonna see. You know what I mean? I was just checking all.
You was trying to get racist. With them.
I was just trying to check every angle. You know what I mean? Because I thought that's where you're going with it. Is it because she white? Is that why she got? She white. That's why she offered it. Were the patrons white? Were they Mexican?
They were actually Asians.
And you said she was like half Asian.
I thought so because she was very light complected, and her eyes were just a touch slanted. But
Now that's racist than a motherfucker. Wow.
just a touch. But her Spanish was flowing too well for her to be anything but.
Why? She live in the Coachella Valley.
No,
Everybody
it
here
was,
speaks Spanish.
No, I don't really. I can get by, but
Yeah, but all your customers are white. What do you need to speak Spanish for?
when I
Oh,
holler,
your employees.
when I holler at the landscapers or the housekeepers, they talk to me in Spanish, so I reciprocate.
Because you should know Spanish.
I
let
try.
you know.
I make the effort.
These punk ass motherfucker. Yeah, but but it's those kind of things that because I'm sure you still left. You're
Yes.
Mr. Tippy. I'm sure you
Yeah.
left a healthy tip, right?
Yes, and jokingly, my wife said you should pull some of that money back.
I would have. Oh, you don't want to give me no sauce? Cool. You don't get no sauce neither.
Yeah,
Or you could have said, "Oh, okay," and let him go back. And when that other waitress came by, hey, we asked our waiter for Alfredo sauce, and he said that we couldn't have any, even though we bought Alfredo and the never-ending bowl. And we noticed that you offered them Alfredo sauce. Would you mind giving us a little bit? And bypass the whole shit.
it wasn't that important.
It had to have been important. When did you go?
Sunday.
Sunday. It's now Wednesday. You've held on to that fucking Alfredo shit for 4 days.
It's because I haven't finished the whole thing yet. I had half of my leftovers yesterday.
So that means that your Alfredo is going to be that much more dry, and you need the sauce more than you did 4 days ago. So if you work at or know anybody that works at Olive Garden, Tony would like a retry. And you can get in contact with us to let that happen.
No, next time we'll just say, hey, just so we know when we're ready to leave, are we able to get some Alfredo sauce to go? Because we're not going to be able to finish this entire meal.
You should wear your Sideshow T-shirt next time you go. Be like, point your titty at him. Be like, hey, rub your patch. Do you think? No, I'm just kidding.
What'd you do this weekend?
I'm trying to think. We went to we went to Shane Gillis on Friday, or I went Friday, and then I went to go see. I went to the movies. Me and Sebastian went to go see this movie called Civil War. Have you seen the previews for it?
Yes.
The what? So like, it's about like the collapse of America and our Civil War with each other.
Go ahead.
Woo-wee. It's pretty good.
It looks good, but I heard it's not what it looks like.
It's nowhere near as intense as you want it to be.
I heard it was more about the journalists than it is about the actual.
It
what
is.
you see about on the commercials.
It is. It's about the journalist struggle to get to where they need to go, but it's in that struggle that you meet the other characters that are in the commercials, that are in that build the story, because they have to get through that bullshit to get to where they want to go. And it's intense, dude. It's a pretty good movie. It could have been a lot more. Their struggle could have been a lot harder. But I think that it set the tone right for like maybe a second part of the Civil War or what's next.
Right.
But it was good. It was really good.
It looks good.
And then tonight we're going to go see Ghostbusters.
Oh, man. Here we go.
What?
Bro. Come on.
What?
But Ghostbusters?
Shit's fire, dude. Come on, man. The last one was good. This one's going to be even better, dude. Paul Rudd, how can you go wrong?
50 years old going to go see Ghostbusters.
Hell yeah.
Man.
I was 5 when I saw the first one.
Dang.
Well, there's another movie that's out right now, too. I don't know, dude. When I saw the previews, I want to go see it to see how they wrap it up. I'm not a fan of Ryan Gosling.
Oh, Fall Guy?
Yeah. And I'm not a fan of Emily Blunt, which is a girl that comes out.
Right.
Because for me, both of those characters that are coming out fall way motherfucking short of the characters that were in the TV show. Because she is nowhere near Heather Locklear.
Heather Thomas.
Oh, God, she was bad, bro. Woo. Let's all just take a minute. And he's not... I kind of underestimate him, but I've never really seen him in a movie that made me say, okay, he can act. He good. There was one movie lately that I saw him in. It wasn't fucking Ken or Barbie or whatever. There was another movie that he was in, and I thought, okay, he's okay. He's got some chops on him. I'll check it out. I'll give him a shot. So I want to go see it for that, just to see how they kind of pull it together. Because even in the commercials, like, it's off. It's like when they, I remember Starsky and Hutch when I was a kid.
Right.
And Starsky and Hutch wasn't very campy. So it wasn't like cheesy
Sugar
funny.
Bear wasn't campy?
It wasn't like cheesy funny. You know what I mean?
The pimp wasn't cheesy.
Well, no, because but not back then to us when we were kids. Like, fuck, was a pimp. You know what I mean? We didn't know no fucking different. You know what I mean? And I think Snoop captured that character really well. But I'm talking about the two main characters. I don't remember them being that goofy. And it may just be that it was Ben Stiller, and I don't think he played Starsky as good as it should have been done.
Okay.
Like he should have been a little straighter, a little more macho than what's his name was. And the guy that played who played the white guy.
I don't remember.
That's how bad it was. Like, right? Like most of the time you'd know.
Wasn't that the movie with who's the dude, tall dude, Vince Vaughn?
He was a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, what made that movie?
Was Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, at his daughter's sweet 16 or something.
Right.
Dude, and the band singer, dog.
Oh yeah.
He made a comment like while he was singing his songs. He made a comment like you're growing up really good, and something like that. And Vince Vaughn gave him that look like, what the fuck you say about my daughter? That part was hilarious. I don't remember the rest of the movie at all.
So I think that they go a little like when they try to remake them and remake that kind of movie, they try to make it overly funny, and I just don't. They miss the mark when they do that shit. They try too hard.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Go see Fall Guy instead of Ghostbusters?
No, I'm gonna go see Ghostbusters first, and part of it is because I want the tub from the popcorn.
What's going on with the tub?
They got a special Ghostbusters tub for popcorn, and I want that. Man knows what he wants. What do you want me to say? To have my gourmet popcorn in my gourmet bucket. Something like that, anyways.
Oh man, okay. Have fun going to see Ghostbusters.
Did you see the roast of Tom Brady?
Yes, that was really good.
That was really good, dude.
Yeah, it was.
I would. Tom
Took
Brady
us 2 nights to see it though.
Yeah,
We didn't
3
see it
hours
live.
long.
Yeah.
Holy shit. He got some chops on him though. He did all right.
Not bad.
At the end, he did
Yeah.
pretty good. Gronk is just as dumb as they fucking said he was.
You see him slam that shot glass?
Yeah.
And the people in the front row?
I thought he was going to take somebody's eye out. I was
Yeah,
like,
he
holy
could've.
shit. Well, but there you go. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think Nikki Glazer was the one that knocked it out of the park.
You would.
She did the best
Why
fucking
is
job
that?
out of, because she just did her timing
No, 'cause
was
she's
right.
a blonde white girl.
Well, that too. She fucking bad, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But her timing was right. Her jokes were really strong. Even Kim Kardashian did good, dude.
Please.
She bad, bro. Fuck.
There's a reason why she got booed ahead of time.
Nah, she brought him back though. Everybody was, oh shit, okay.
Well, after Kevin Hart was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
When she compared fucking Tom Brady to her stepdad,
That was pretty funny.
I was like, oh shit, she got it. She killed him.
Do you think Tom Brady telling the bald dude, don't say that shit again, you think that was real?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because that's dude's like 120 years old. Like, he's an old ass man. He's making gay jokes with him, and he's like, hey.
But that's still that's the whole point of the show.
Well, yeah, but there's still a respect your elders kind of shit. Like, hey, that dude got enough money to put you out of fucking. He'll cancel you him damn self. You know what I mean? He one of them Jews you don't want to fuck with. Like, no, sir. Because I think it was real.
Now, let me ask you this: did you watch it live?
No.
Oh, did you know it was even on? Because I had no idea.
I knew it was on. I didn't know it was live though.
I like the next day I saw like an advertisement saying it was good and Netflix had a live show. I was like, I had no idea.
Yeah. And the other guy that did really well was what's his name? Schultz.
Schultz was funny, yeah.
Yeah, he did really good.
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura was really, fucking weird.
And those are your boys right there.
Yeah, and they were like they're. I don't want to believe that they're actually racist, but they come off really saying a lot of racist shit. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's really like if they were, but I would hope that they're not. Like, 'cause, I mean, some of the shit they were saying was like, oh shit. It takes balls to get up there and say the shit they were saying, but
my uncle Domingo, we have this saying, white boy games.
okay,
Like white boys do dumb shit.
right,
And whenever we see somebody doing something dumb, it's like that's a white boy game.
right,
Tapping you in the nuts and running away type shit. A white boy game, stupid white boy games.
right,
And then Kevin Hart kind of called it out too. He's
right.
like,
Talking about all the dick jokes. And even Ben Affleck got in on it at the end. Like,
and after Ben Affleck, Kevin Hart comes out, he said, "You see, another white boy."
another white boy joke. Fuck.
And what was funny was Kevin Hart, after they were doing it, he called it out. He looked at one of the football players, a black dude. He was like, "Did they run any of those jokes by you in the locker room?" He's like, "I bet they didn't."
He said, hell no. Oh, that fucking when what's his name killed Tony. That dude killed it too.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
When he got to what was her name? Jay or whatever, Sam J. And he told her, yeah, he was it. Oh hell no, on it. Oh my god, dude, that was a fucking great joke, dude. I was like, holy shit. I didn't say it right, so it's not as funny, and I can't bring it back. But the joke that he said about the black girl gnawing on some pussy was funny. Remember, if you haven't seen it yet, when you get to that part, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll be like, yeah, Mingo was right.
Yeah, it was actually really good. And the good thing is, from what I gathered, they're saying Netflix is going to try and bring those back, like the roasts.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Jeff Ross is excited. Now he'll have a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they were doing them on, was it on FX or something like that, bro?
Central.
Comedy Central? Well, I guess that's why they call him the roast master, right? Because he's always for the throat and off the like quick, dude, and really good shit. So it's fun to see all the other comedians, like that dude, Tony. He went and started from one side of the fucking thing and made his way all the way, didn't skip, just from one person to the next. Except, and I said this to Sebastian, and I don't know if you caught this, but he got to Bert Kreischer and stopped, and he stood in front of Tom Segura, didn't look at him, didn't say anything about him, and didn't mention him at all. And even when they got up after his set, Kreischer got up, shook his hand, blah, blah, blah. Tom Segura was there, like laughing, was like going to reach out and didn't. And they never engaged. I don't know if you saw that or not.
No, didn't pay that much.
And I was like, oh, maybe they got a little beef going on. They don't like each other. It's crazy, dude. Like all this little shit's going on. Did you hear about there was a shooting outside of Drake's house?
Yeah.
And so he's got beef with Kendrick, right?
Kendrick Lamar, yep.
And now there was a shooting there, and then there was a shooting in L.A. too, right? They're saying that they're connected.
Oh, is that right? I didn't hear about the one in L.A.
Yeah, it's just crazy, bro.
It's like Tupac all over again.
Nah, bro, fuck. Can these guys really be like Tupac and Biggie? Like, really?
It's been so long, yeah. They're starting it up again.
Yeah, but they don't. But
these are today's hardcore rappers.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't believe it's not believable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a dude from Canada is really going to send somebody to your house to shoot you.
That's like saying a dude from LA is going to send somebody up to Canada to shoot you.
I believe that. I believe that shit.
Huh. Actually, when I said it, it did kind of make sound. It sounded plausible,
right? I'm just saying. Just saying.
This weekend, I got a group text with my nieces.
Okay.
And what we do is, and I also have one with my kids. When a certain song comes on, we'll screenshot it and send it, like something that either Dave used to listen to, type shit. And so this weekend, I was walking my dog on Saturday, and a song came on. It was like kind of a slow song. It was by a band called Aqua back in the 90s.
Okay.
Barbie Girl.
Yeah.
They had a slow song that's actually pretty good. So I screenshot it and I sent it to them in our group text. And then the very next song was a slow song by NSYNC. No, it was New Kids on the Block. Excuse me.
Okay.
Maybe it was. I don't remember. It was another song. So I screenshot it and I sent it to him. And I was like, "Yo, back to back. I don't know what's going on, but yo, back to back." And the reason why I said that is back when we were in high school, there used to be a club called Comedy Haven
I remember
in
Comedy
Palm
Haven.
Springs, downtown. 16 and over. We used to go to it
Oh, that's right.
because we were going to it when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And we didn't graduate. We were 18 when we graduated. We were going to it when we were like 16, 17 years old.
Yup.
And whenever they would play a slow song, they'd always play two. That way you had time to go find somebody, and you could waste half a song looking for someone,
Right.
but you'll still have another song to continue with it. So the nickname we had for it was back to back. So as soon as slow song came on, back to back, dog, back to back, let's go.
Time to go.
Yeah. And so it just started, I was starting to think back about those times. And then I remember there was Club Z, which was 18 and over. I think our buddy Mike Yakovich actually had this club.
Right.
And that was 18 and over.
And that was on Gene Autry, right?
Yep, back in an industrial area.
Back just like on the back side of the airport.
Yep. Where the FedEx is now on Gene Autry is across the street.
Yeah.
Those buildings.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
warehouses.
And then that changed names, right? It was Club Z, and then it went to somebody else.
That I don't know. I don't
Okay.
remember.
Okay.
But yo, it was popping. We were like 8. This might have been. Did we already graduate at this time?
What year?
I don't remember.
No, we were still in high school.
Were we?
Yeah.
But then I remembered there was a club in Palm Springs by the DMV. There's the warehouses behind the DMV in Palm Springs on Farrell. There was a club called Adrian's there.
Yeah.
And we were going there when we were in junior high.
I don't think I ever did that one.
Dog. We would go there. Sometimes we'd go there. It would be open after school. Many times we went there after school and got picked up when it got dark. Because, the older kids would be coming when it got dark.
Right.
And there were a couple of times, bro, we went there at night, like on a Friday night. And, dog, how old are you when you're in junior high?
12, 13?
Dog, going to I don't remember. I remember in Comedy Haven, you'd get a wristband if you were over 21. That way you can order drinks.
Right.
You didn't have that wristband, you weren't allowed to drink. And if they saw you with one, you get kicked out.
Right.
Club Z, I didn't think, they didn't serve alcohol at all. Adrian's, I don't know. I don't remember. I was way too young. But, again, it was still the club atmosphere. It was mirrors everywhere. I remember walking into a mirror because I thought, I'm getting out of the way of this person that's walking towards me.
And it ended up being yourself?
Yeah.
Fuck.
But, bro, I was thinking about all these things and how I would never let my kids go to no club in junior high.
Yup.
In
Look, the high schools barely have dances now. There's no fucking clubs out here for kids. Barely for adults.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But I guess that was like the backside, like the way backside of the disco era, right? Like,
well, you figure we graduated in '89, so 5 years prior to that is junior high. So 85, 84, 85, we was going to Adrian's,
fuck.
bro. And my old lady hates it when I talk about this kind of
It's
stuff.
40 years ago.
She hates it because she don't like hear stories about shit I used to do back when I was young.
Right.
She don't like my riz.
That's cap.
Please. I got so much. You know what? From now on, you call me Tone Riz.
No.
Not Tony.
No,
Tone Riz.
not gonna happen. And I'm not gonna call you paychecks with two X's either. I'm just one.
Because I keep it twice as sexy. How you not going to call me paychecks? With
Even
two
your
X's?
even your old lady calls you paycheck with one X.
No. That was a typo. She meant to put two X's. But you need to refer to me as Tone Riz from now on. Because
No.
my Riz is just oozing with Riz.
You can ask all the listeners to do that shit. I'm not calling you Tone Riz.
Tone Riz.
I'm not
from
calling
now
you.
on.
Yeah. Maybe I'll call you Rizzo, like from fucking
No, Tone Riz.
from Greece.
Tone Riz. But yeah, dude, going to clubs in junior high. And I even want to say Cecil's on Sunrise did something for kids on the weekends, like on a Sunday afternoon. If I remember right, they did that. I never went to it, but I heard stories about it.
Do you think that's part of why we grew up so fast? Doing adult shit at teenage years, early teen years, preteen almost.
No, you know what it is? Our society wasn't as informed as we are now. Meaning pedophilia. It was there, but it wasn't your neighbor. It was in another city somewhere else that you heard the stories.
Well, you know what it was is the stories weren't getting out like they do.
Well, that's
because
what
of
I mean. The
because
information
social
highway
media,
wasn't
yeah.
there. So our parents didn't really know what was really out there.
The dangers that lurked.
Yeah, we did. We grew up knowing. So we wanted to keep our kids from that. Like my kids had zero street sense growing up.
Really?
Dog, zero.
Fuck that.
They didn't know anything. What to look out for.
You think they got it now? Or they're getting it?
They got it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. That's important, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's to me, it's just as important as book smarts. And if you can have both, you're that much better off. You know what I mean?
And I blame my wife and I. I mean, keeping them cradled for so long.
Right.
You know.
But we did that because we knew that we were out. We were just out. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, come home before the lights come on. Like,
dog.
peddling your ass home trying to beat the street lights.
Manuel and I went to a party once. I don't know if I told this story before on the podcast. We went to a party, probably like in Palm Desert. We didn't have a car. We got a ride type deal. We weren't 21 yet, and it'll be obvious why. At the time, he was going to stay at the house at my house, stay the night at my house, and I live by Demuth Park, Veterans Track.
Okay.
And the cops broke up this party, and we were still down to party. So the person giving us a ride, that person's night was over. I have no idea. I don't remember who it was. So we came up with the bright idea to have this person drop us off at the 7-Eleven in North Palm Springs on Sunrise and Vistachino.
Okay.
It was like midnight. We were
midnight chilling at 8 p.m.
We're at the 7-Eleven. We're going to get somebody to buy us booze. You know, you stand in front, buy us a beer.
Isn't it amazing how easy it was back then to have somebody buy us alcohol?
We're going to, yeah, exactly. We're going to have we're going to find somebody, give them money, get them something, and we were going to drink. What we were going to do was walk to Ruth Hardy Park, which is by the hospital, drink, get drunk, and have an adventure walking back to my house. South Palm Springs by Demuth Park. Midnight. We tried to get somebody to buy us something for almost 2 hours because 2 o'clock was cut off. And nobody bought us shit.
Really?
Because A, hardly anybody was going in. And B, the people that were going in didn't want to do it.
Well,
We had to walk home from Sunrise and Vistachino to Ramon Road and El Cielo. Sober on a Saturday night. So we call it Sunday morning now. And we were all the way home. We were like, we can't believe we did this. This is a long ass walk.
For how many hours?
Sober.
How many hours?
I don't remember, but it was a long ass walk. A walk of shame, damn near. It was the worst, but it was a story.
And you didn't see anybody on the way home? Oh, no, you said it was
Dog,
midnight.
it was like 1 o'clock in the morning when we started doing this. Probably got home at 3.
Yeah,
And here's the thing. Getting home at 3 o'clock. My mom didn't, she didn't know. I could have told her I got home at 11. She wouldn't have known the difference. But still, it was like, you think I let my kids come home at 3 o'clock in the morning? Shit.
At what, 12, 13?
No, we were older than that. I met Manuel when we were 16, 17.
Oh, okay.
I think we probably already graduated high school. So we were probably like 19, 20.
You got dropped off at the wrong 7-Eleven. That's a tough one.
You know, you're probably right. Probably right.
You'd have been better off at that one across the street from Denny's. That store, that liquor store? Yeah. Because that one was always
Across the street
jumping.
from the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that one was always jumping. You probably got somebody there.
Yeah, you're probably right. Especially you say keep the change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Here, get yourself a bottle and get us 2 40s.
Matter of fact, back to Comedy Haven, 16 and over. My uncle Domingo, who's younger than me by 2 years,
Okay.
he was probably 14 and 15 at the time. Okay? We'd always go with my friends, James, Rick, all them. They had a car. And every weekend, we'd go to Comedy Haven, like clockwork. And there was always a line to get in, the whole 9, kid. Every weekend, I tell them, if the bouncer asks you how old you are, you got to tell him you're 16. Every weekend. And the bouncer never asked us until the last weekend that my Uncle Domingo was here.
And did he nail it or
And
did he fuck it up?
No, he went. James went in. Rick went in. I went in. My Uncle Domingo was supposed to be behind me. I got grabbed by the arm as I'm walking in. Bouncer says, "This kid with you?" And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "He can't get in." And I look at him. I was like, "What's wrong?" He goes, "He's not old enough." And I look back at Rick and James, and they're putting up the peace sign saying, "Deuces, kid, we're in." Later.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up. So we go outside. I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, he asked me how old I was. And I was like, "What'd you tell him?" He's like, 15. And I was like, "Dog, I wasn't doing it calmly like this because, there's girls inside."
Right.
It's like, "Dog, what? You're supposed..." He goes, "Yeah, I just told the truth. Didn't think about it. Caught me off guard." Dog, we had to walk home from, again, back to Demuth Park from downtown Palm Springs.
You didn't wait for them to get out?
It was like 10 o'clock. I ain't gonna wait no 4 hours.
Did you cut his tire?
I should have. But that dude, all the way home, I'm just cursing at him. I felt bad. I feel bad to this day. I'm killing him. I can't believe it. We could have hooked up tonight. This, that, and the other thing. My Riz was on point tonight.
This guy. So when you learned the word Riz?
Maybe a year ago? 6 months ago?
And you just started to use it now?
Oh, I've always had it. I just never had to
Talk about it. I got you. Whatever. Well, you better slow down with all your club talk because you have a lot of explaining to do tomorrow. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Comedy Haven used to have an open mic night, and that was the second time I've ever done comedy. I went on
Really?
stage. Yeah, I went on stage there. I don't remember who I was there with. I want to say it was you guys, because you guys go, "Yeah, come on, man, you should go. Go be on stage. You should," back then, it was, "Oh, you should be a comedian. Man, I wish I would have listened. Who knows what I'd be doing.
You didn't go?
Now. No, I did. I did it one, but I didn't have anything prepared.
Oh.
Like, I didn't know how to write shit back then, like, you know what I mean? And there's a difference. There is a big difference between sitting around talking shit with all your friends and getting on stage. I went on stage. I just started talking shit to the people in the front row. And when I got off, the manager called me inside and said, "You can't just come in here and start talking shit to my customers. They don't know who you are. You got to be funny first, and then you could talk shit to them." I don't fucking know. I've never, first time. I don't know. He said, "Kid, go write some shit and come back." All right. Never went back.
They might have Comedy Haven may have switched locations, or it was one of those things that they just opened up another club atmosphere at the what was that, Riviera, Vincentino and Indian. Now it's
There used to be a mall.
Margaritaville. But back to this club real quick. I mean, that was my wife and I's, pretty much our first date. We went to, they had a club there for a while, and my wife and I went there. Well, she wasn't even my girlfriend at the time. We just went together.
At what used to be Comedy Haven?
Well, no, it was at the Riviera Hotel in one of their ballrooms. But like every weekend, they were having like a club night.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it was a Comedy Haven thing. They just moved it over there. Maybe Comedy Haven stopped doing it, and so that club opened. Because a lot of places, when we were in our 20s, you weren't around, but Black Angus on the weekends, they turned it into a club right there in Rancho Mirage.
Really?
Dog, it was popping too. The bar area, dog.
Wow.
There was a spot in Indian Wells, right? Palm Desert, Indian Wells.
Right.
Where there's a shopping center. I think there's like a Ralph's there, right before Indian Wells. There's a building right there on the corner. It used to be called the Yacht Club. And on the weekends, they turned that into a club too.
Wow.
Las Casuelas Rancho Mirage, kid.
They used to do it there too?
Carumbas. Oh, popping off.
Wow.
Kid.
Yeah, this had to have been, I was off doing some other shit. Must have been when I was into the car club shit, because what year was that?
You figure we graduated 89. We're in our 20s, 21, so that's got to be 91, 92.
Oh, yeah,
93.
by then I was here, Arizona, Northern California, fucking driving everywhere, doing fucking car shows. And
one night at Carumbas at Las Casuelas, Manuel got us all kicked out. Well, he got kicked out. We just went with him because that's our boy. The service was horrible. Like the waitresses, the cocktail service.
Right.
And, the bar was packed all the time. So apparently, like, a waitress walked by and he tried to call her over, get her attention. And she didn't notice him or wasn't paying attention. So he snapped his fingers at her. Hey. Yo, she was not having it, kid.
Really?
You don't snap your finger, hitting the head weak, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
You don't snap your... Who do you think you are snapping your fingers at me? Da-da-da. Manager got involved. Manager's like, yo, you fucking service sucks here. I'm just trying to get a drink. Da-da-da. Manager's like, get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
I don't remember exactly how it went down, but manager was like, yo, I got to go. They're making me leave. And we were like, all right, fuck it, let's roll.
Holy shit. I didn't know you guys was rolling like that back in the day, getting kicked out of places and shit. Look at you go.
Good times.
Hell yeah. What was the other thing? Yeah, because even then, back then, there was just, what was the place there on 111 and, is it Sunrise? Cecil's. And then there was Pompeii's.
And Zelda's.
Zelda's downtown, right?
Yeah.
And those were the three main clubs.
That was only 3 clubs. Legitimate clubs, at least.
And there was no clubs in, like, past Palm Desert. Because there wasn't even anything in Palm Desert then. Well, like, maybe...
Not at all.
Well, there was, like, Bananas would probably be the end of it, right?
Oh, no, they had, remember, there was that bar, B.B. O'Brien's.
Oh, yeah?
And then the Red Onion at the mall.
Oh, yeah, that place used to get fucking packed.
They used to have, like, themed nights, like 80s night or hip-hop night type shit. And one time, James and I went out there. And it was some white boy music. What they were playing, like, The Cure, Duran.
Spandau Ballet.
It just what yeah, and so we were there. James goes up to the DJ. He's like, "Yo, can you put on?" I think he might have said like Jodeci or something. Dude was like, "I can't play that," and James was like, "What do you can't play that? It's a hit right now," type deal. He's like, "Dog, you're here on X night," and we didn't know. We were just rolling. It was just like, "Yo, let's go to Red Onion." There's girls there, and we were just there on the wrong night. We had to just go home.
Wow.
Oh, you know what else? At the Marriott. Luis used to work there.
That's right. They had a club in the hotel,
Yeah,
right?
what was it called? Damn.
God, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a pretty good club too.
Well, then, what was the one that was? It was the Cowboy Club right there next to Pompeii's, the Cactus Club.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that one. There was no club.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it was right there next to Pompeii's.
I ain't never been.
Cactus Jack's.
there. No,
Yeah.
I don't. No, I never went there.
We used to go there for girl I was messing with at the time, liked country music, so we'd go there.
I used to park cars at Pompeii when I was young.
Oh, okay.
16 years old. Dog, horrible. Because I was used to park cars at El Torito and Kobe. And, that shit closes at 9, 10
El Torito
o'clock.
used to get jumping too, huh?
Yeah, El Torito had like Taco Tuesday. Used to be popping. But then the guy I worked for, that owned the valet company, he got the account for Pompeii.
Okay.
So when I was done at El Torito, I would have to go over there. And dude, parking cars for a nightclub is the worst. Because throughout the night, you got people coming in. But at 2 o'clock, everybody's going out.
And everybody wants their car right now.
Yeah, and if you remember, Pompeii, the entrance was at the top.
Right.
Parking lot was on the bottom. So we'd have to run down the hill to get the car, drive it back up, run back down. Dog.
Best shape of your life.
Yeah, kid. Dog. I remember this one dude. Yo, give me my car. I'll give you anything in that. I'll give you all the money in my pocket. So I didn't. I was green. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. So I went to the dude that was there longer than me, more tenure. Said, yo, this guy says he wants his car. He said he'll give you everything in his pocket. And I guess the dude that I was working with knew the scam. He's like, show me what you got. Because I'm telling you, you got 100 people waiting for their cars. And he said, show me what you got. Dude went in his pocket, pulled out a small wad of cash. He said, oh, wait a minute. No, that's a 20. Went to put it back in his pocket. Dude said, go back in line. Get back in line.
Wow.
He said, oh, that's a 20. I'm not giving you a 20.
Fuck up. That's not everything, bitch. Wow, that would suck. When you were parking cars and you were doing all that running, how many pairs of shoes did you go through, or how fast did you go through a pair?
I don't really remember, to be honest with you.
I think you'd be ripping through them working like that, where you have to run up and down.
It was just that club that was tough. All the other restaurants, they weren't, necessarily that bad.
Right.
I mean, there was a lot of running involved, but not like Pompeii, kid. Because Pompeii, you're running down as a car is coming up. So you got to be careful. It was dog. And I'm, like I said, man, I'm 16, 17, 18. Because I was still in high school. I remember I had to work New Year's once. That shit was crazy. Because that club was bumping.
Yeah, I bet.
Dog, it was crazy.
Is there a lot of crazy shit that happened inside that club?
I don't
Do you know about anything?
Yeah, not that I remember.
Well, that sucks. I thought you were going to give us some good, juicy tidbits.
But I'll give you one thing that we used to do.
Uh,
I feel bad, but it's what we did. We would take people's cars to go get something to eat. Yeah, kid. I
wow.
remember there was a Domino's on Date Palm and Gerald Ford in that shopping center.
Yeah.
There used to be a Domino's there. I used to work at Kobe's or El Torito. We hungry. Next car that comes in, Somebody go and get some food. So we give the guy his ticket and just go get some food.
Wow.
Uh,
What would have happened if the guy came out because he forgot his wallet or something in the car and came out while you guys were gone?
I couldn't even tell you.
Never happened?
No.
Not even close? Like you got
No.
back and all of a sudden
No.
fuck.
I remember what we used to also do is if you accidentally, because it was always an accident, but, we'd bang up a car or two,
Right?
wherever the dent was, and always carry a black, red Sharpie, white Sharpie, because if you ever just a little ding, we could cover it up.
Right?
Because once you left the driveway, no
That's
matter
on
what
you.
it is, it's on you. So don't come back. But let's say we dinged up the front, we'd have to drive past the customer. That way they walk around the back so they wouldn't see the front. And same with the back. If we banged up the back, you you stop before the customer so they don't walk back.
Well in advance. Fuck that. I'm going to start. Wait, hold on. Take out a flashlight, start checking everything.
Oh, dog. We used to. That's just like when I used to rent cars. If we had a convertible and the top didn't work and it was the top was down and it couldn't go back up, pull it up just like that. Here's your convertible. We already put the top down for you.
Wow.
AC don't work. Pull it up with the windows rolled down.
And hopefully by the time they got back, you had a car that had AC.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. We just needed it for right now. Let's get you moved. And then they would call us 15 minutes later to get to the hotel room. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, you can stop by tomorrow. We'll give you we'll switch you out a new car. And it'd be like, all right, cool. Yeah, that's all we needed was time.
What a scam, dude. Holy shit.
One time parking cars, I remember 2 couples came in. One couple was celebrating something. They walked in. One of the guys comes back out and gives me like $50 and was like, do me a favor. Take my car, go to the nearest florist, and get me like a dozen roses. And just leave them in the car. I totally forgot. Da-da-da-da-da. I was like, all right, man, I got you. He goes, keep the change. Just give me a dozen, whatever. And at the time, that was a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? Because you're talking 1988.
Yeah, 50 was huge, right?
And so I went to a florist, got a bouquet, left it in there. I remember I went into the restaurant looking for him, walked past his table, just gave him the head nod, and walked back outside, and he scored.
Wow. Was it a nice bouquet or was it like a mom?
I don't remember.
No?
It was just, I just need a bouquet of flowers. They were like, all right.
I mean, yeah, I got that. I set it up with the valet.
Yeah.
For him to go do it, Because I love you. This is what I did.
Oh, I didn't. I don't know if she'll get mad at me saying this, but oh well. My old lady, when I used to park cars at El Torito, she was dating a dude, and she came to El Torito to eat. I mean, her and I, we just knew each other from school.
Oh, okay, so you guys weren't a thing.
No,
Okay.
it was nothing. But they pulled up, and our thing was you go to the woman's door, you go to the passenger door, and you help. You extend your hand out to help the woman out, type
Right.
deal. So I opened the door. It was her, and so she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" We said hello. He was like a quiet dude, silent but deadly type.
Right.
So and I got the vibe. I get it. I know the type. I'm not dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I saw them coming out after they'd been there for whatever, when they were leaving, I just went ahead and pulled the car up because I knew I was going to get a tip out of the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just pulled up the car, left the doors open, walked away. She said bye. I said bye. So, yeah.
So the guy didn't tip you?
Nah. And again, I not saying that he would not have, but I just didn't even give him the opportunity to because I wasn't there with my hand out expecting one.
Wow. Is that what makes you be a good tipper? Shit like that happening?
No, just the fact that I used to work for tips.
That's crazy. So when that happened, Did you already know that you liked her and you wanted more
No,
with her?
no, not at all.
It was just you knew her and
Yeah,
the guy
we just
knew
had
you.
a couple of classes together. No biggie. I mean, believe it or not, dude, I saw a lot of kids from high school going in there.
Really?
There was a lot, yeah. A lot of kids used to go there. It used to trip me out because that was nothing I can afford. You
Right.
know?
Going on dates, buying food for
Yeah.
somebody.
But again, back to that Taco Tuesday. I think it was like 2 tacos for $1. And they were legit tacos. They're not like the Taco Bell. It was like a buffet. Tuesday taco night. So,
Really?
you know, it was like happy hour extended type deal.
Right.
And a lot of kids from high school used to go to it.
Well, it makes sense. If you're gonna go out on a date, might as well be for
No,
dollar
not
tacos,
even
right?
date, like dudes just rolling up, like seniors and stuff. Football team type deal.
Well, that's how you stretch your dollar, right?
Yeah, trust me.
Shit. I was like when McDonald's used to do Sunday 39-cent hamburgers.
Dog. 25-cent Tuesdays, I think it was back to Tuesdays. Could have been Thursdays. 25-cent hamburger night. My brother and I lived together. My mom had moved out. She got married. We lived together. We would get like 10 hamburgers each. And they get the extra large cup
Right?
of fries for $1. Fill that mug up.
Do they still do the cup of fries?
I don't think so. I've never seen it. We crushed like 5 that night with the fries, and then the other 5 would be for leftovers for the next couple of days.
Wow.
Stock up.
There's some snacks in the fridge.
Stock up, kid.
Fuck. Yeah, I remember that when my fucking freezer was stocked with hamburgers all the time. Shit, and then in the morning you'd crack an egg, make an egg, heat up your fucking hamburger in the microwave, throw an egg in that bitch, you had an egg McMuffin. Shit.
25-cent hamburger night. Those were the good old days.
Times was tough back then, boy. Could you imagine? Imagine this. Right now, or back in that day when they were 25 cents a piece, right? We were making maybe $4.75, maybe $3.75 an hour.
Yeah.
Now, hamburgers are $1.39, right? And these kids are making $20 an hour. And we're talking of a span of about 40 years. So in 40 years, if this happens again, that means that McDonald's employees will be making $40 an hour.
And a hamburger still be $2.50.
Yeah. How crazy is that? But I don't know. They said that McDonald's in California said that they were all going to be automated by March of 2025.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because they can't keep the prices low enough.
Well, when we were in Chicago, we went to a McDonald's, and they had one lady working the register, and they had like 3 automated screens. So most of the people were just using the automated screens because obviously, you know, it's quicker. I'll be honest with you, I tried, but I was like, nah, because it wasn't letting me do what I was trying to do. I was like, yeah, I'm too old for this. I got to just tell her.
Jesus Christ. And then did they have somebody back there making your burger, or was it machine made?
No, they were making them.
Okay. But think about it, though. How much better service are you inclined to get with that than telling some, 16, 17-year-old kid that I'm going to help you?
Well, I'll tell you what, you would get better service because if the automation messed up your order, they'll be more sincere in getting it fixed for you.
Yeah.
Versus, hey, you got this wrong off, human error and they just don't care, da-da-da.
Right.
But yet you'll only have majority like a manager dealing with you if you have a problem. And yeah, he's going to fix it right up for you.
Right.
If the machine made a mistake.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be nice. They fucking make it, bag it all up for you. You go through the drive-thru, you ain't got to check no more because the machine going to get it right. If you want it done a special way and you keyed it into the fucking keypad the right way, you won't get what you ordered. You know what I mean? I can't. It's gonna cut out a lot of bullshit. I think if they automate.
You know, we were just talking about how the prices and stuff. When I first started, I was talking to somebody. When I first started driving, I used to always go to a Shell gas station on the corner of 111 and Day Palm, and gas was 99 cents a gallon. I would give them $15, and my tank would be full. I wait. I'm the type. I'll pretty much wait till the light comes on.
Right.
And that was from back in the day because I didn't have no money. But I'd be parking cars and off. I got my cash with me, giving $15, and my tank would be, my Oldsmobile Cutlass would be full to the top. $15.
Well, that's what I was like when I was driving that Monte Carlo, bro. Like I could fuck. It was a V8, it misfired, so it was running rich. Like it was eating gas like nothing. But shit, I could put $5 in it, 5 gallons of a quarter tank. I could run all weekend long. Shit. I can go from here to Palm Springs, to Desert Hot Springs, back to Palm Springs, and back to Thousand Palms, and I was good. You know what I mean? But shit, back then it was yeah, man. And it seemed like back then you didn't really have to beat up your friends too much about, hey man, it's ass, gas, or cash.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody right. Everybody was down to chip in right away. Didn't even have to ask most of the times. Nowadays it seems like, well, why we got to put in for? Because gas is expensive, and tires are expensive. Shit, everything expensive.
Yo, speaking of McDonald's, kid.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the fight about 2 weeks ago? Like, I don't know, Atlanta or something. Bro, go to YouTube. Matter of fact, go to YouTube.
Okay.
I'll see. Everybody, go to YouTube. Type in McDonald's fight. And it happened in St. Louis, so look for the video from St. Louis. Do you see it?
No.
Try McDonald's fight St. Louis. Yeah, that'll work. Did you pull it up?
It says St. Louis man charged.
Okay. Is there a video below that one?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
In the parking lot, right?
Yes. Bro, I want you to see this video.
This is the reason why I've canceled my
All right.
camera subscription.
Okay, here. Look at my phone. I already got it queued
Oh,
up.
it's going there.
No, it's going to be a while before you get to it. Here. Give us some time, listeners.
Ooh, a dude stomped her face.
Bro. Stomped her out, kid.
And why are they beating up the McDonald's?
Okay, something happened with the drive-thru. Bro, and here's the deal. She's an employee, and she's 15 years old.
Oh, wow.
Type in McDonald's fight St. Louis and watch this dude stomp out this 15-year-old employee.
Yeah, it's the second video down.
Oh, my God. I didn't know they caught him. I'm gonna have to check up on that. Bro. Could you... And, dude, she's fine. I mean, they interviewed her afterwards and stuff. But, bro.
Yeah, the first one they said she was injured, but I'm sure she got some kind of knocking head. Holy shit, bro.
Dude.
What's this world coming to? What's that about?
Bro.
What could have happened? What would have to happen in a drive-thru at a McDonald's for you to drag an employee out and stomp her head out?
And he grabbed her by her braids, dragged her, stomped her out. Dude, I have no idea.
Like man stomped her, like fucking American History X stomped her out, like just the whole foot to the whole side of her head onto the ground. That's crazy.
Dog.
Luckily she had braids, she had a little bit of cushion.
And you're right.
I mean, I'm not clowning, I'm being serious. Like, fuck, dude. I can't imagine. Could you imagine being that little girl's dad?
No.
Dad, can you come back and pick me up? I got stomped out.
See, now you being an asshole.
Why is that being an asshole? That she was probably
Yeah, I
crying.
got stuffed out.
Dad, I got stomped out. Probably what happened. She's crying like that's how you talk. I can't, bro. Everybody's just comfortable with violence right now.
You know, and is it for likes? Is it for views? Because obviously, somebody's gonna be recording. You cannot get away with anything these days without it being recorded.
I think part of it's got to be, right? Like you want to be famous. And the kids nowadays want to be famous for whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Like people selling feet pictures, or girls selling pictures of them in bikinis, or cleaning bathrooms, or selling their underwear. You know what I mean?
How you go from a dude stomping out a girl to chicks? You dirty.
Well, stomping out
You dirty.
Stomping out girls like he used his foot.
How much
Obviously,
you pay
there
for
was
those pics?
What?
How much you pay for those pics?
Oh, I don't like feet, dude. I don't like feet. I'm not a foot fetish kind of guy. Although I've seen a really pretty set of feet, and I was like, oh, you got really nice feet. Keep them on your side. Don't touch me with them things. Good.
But yeah, dude, that video was crazy when I saw it. I could not believe it.
Yeah, but I can't believe half that shit half the time. Or like when people throw a fucking soda at the person in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Or the drive-thru person throws a soda. Like when we were employed, we'd have gotten fired, and then we probably would have gotten our asses whooped by our parents for throwing a soda at somebody. You know what I mean? Like, what? What does that make it okay? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Or you act up, or you act like you fucking hard. You forget you're not in front of your computer on fucking Instagram. You talk shit to the person that's in front of you. Next thing you know, you're getting stomped out in the parking lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a video of some dude getting at an interview, and I think it's a joke. I think it's a meme. But he's like, so you know what happens if you're at the front counter and a customer is unsatisfied and tries to get loud with you? He said, I'd tell him right then and there, I'm not the motherfucking one. Don't tell me no shit. You need to go get the fuck on. Go find you a manager or some shit. I'm not the one. I'll stomp you the fuck out.
You see, but this shows us how we were street smart. Now, I am not blaming anything on this 15-year-old employee. Okay? Mm-hmm. That should not have happened to her. But what was she doing outside to begin with? Because what happened was something happened in the drive-thru. They drove around. Melee happened.
Well, maybe she was bringing out their order, and then they got...
Okay, I'll give you that. But if you were street smart, I'm not going out there. I know what's waiting for me out there. I'll wait.
Imagine how much worse it would have been if all them motherfuckers would have gone inside. Somebody got to go out.
No, because you start throwing hot grease at them.
Yes. I'm going to throw salt in their eyes.
I'll be filling up some cups of soda, throwing them. Frozen patties, like darts.
Fuck yeah, could you imagine like fucking ninja stars of meat? Some dude laid out on the ground with a big old bump on his forehead from a meat patty. Yeah, that was me. I fucked you up. Holy shit, dude. But you're right. I would pick up a bag of fries and fuck somebody with a bag of fries.
Saying?
You know what I mean?
You know the ins and outs of the back room.
Ooh, and then they go back on that non-slip top. Come on back. I got non-slip shoes, fool. You the one going down. I'm getting right on top of you. Pat, pat, pat. That's crazy, though, dude. Like, I don't get where people's heads are. And even adults. Like, all these Karens that are... Like, there's a video of this lady, an old white lady, and she calls the cops because there was a UPS guy that was in her neighborhood or something delivering a package, and he had gone to her house, and it needed a signature or some shit. She wasn't there, so he put it away. He didn't know if that's who she was, and she wanted her package. She climbed under the fucking truck and laid down in front of the tire and wouldn't let him go.
Damn.
She called the cops to tell him that, hey, this guy's in my neighborhood. He won't give me my package, blah, blah, blah. He's got to call his supervisor. Hey, this crazy lady is, and he's trying to tell, hey, ma'am, listen, if you get out from under my truck, I'll call my manager and see what I can do. But you got to get out from under there. Like, somebody's going to drive by and not see you and crush your head. Like, you got to get the fuck out of the street. And the lady wouldn't listen. She's still sitting there screaming at the person on the phone.
Damn.
Like, God damn, dude, what is wrong with people? Like, there's that common sense that I'm right. I want my shit right now. You're not gonna tell me no.
In all actuality, the second thing you said is the problem.
What's that? What'd I say?
I want it right now.
Yeah.
Everything is I want it right now.
Yeah.
And if I can't get it right now, because I expect it right now, we got issues.
Yeah.
And those issues shouldn't be that big, but they make them out to be that big.
Yeah.
Because society today is right now.
Yeah, like when they go to McDonald's, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, they didn't pull enough fucking nuggets for the day. We don't have any thought out to cook, whatever the case may be, right? We don't have enough. We're out, whatever. Oh, we're out of that sauce. How the fuck are you gonna be out of that sauce?" And next thing you know, they're throwing shit in the window, trying to throw hands because you ain't got no fucking sweet and sour. The fuck out of here.
Well, when Popeyes first came out with their chicken sandwich, yo, if you watch videos, people were going crazy over these chicken sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
I saw somebody try to cut in line at the drive-thru.
Oh yeah, in a Mercedes, right?
Yeah, and dude, the car behind him wouldn't let him in. Shit was getting scraped up over a chicken sandwich. It was a good chicken sandwich, though, I ain't gonna lie. But still.
Well, what about all these crazy broads that are like they'll have a problem with somebody and they see them at the gas station and they'll just fucking plow into the person's car at the gas station and then back up and plow into the car like 4 or 5 fucking times, and then they'll try to leave. Something happens and they flip their car around the corner. And it's just fucking, everything's just fucking haywire on that corner. Like, it's crazy. And then you see that what bugs me too is seeing all these, and it sucks that they call them sideshows, but, they do all these sideshows where they get their cars and they're doing burnouts in the corner. And this started out in Oakland when they started doing that shit when I was there, right before I left. So it's been going on for a while. But now it's a big to-do. And there's always somebody that gets fucking hit.
Yeah.
Somebody out there trying to film, somebody hanging out the side of the car, or somebody on the phone not paying attention and their back end of the car swerves out a little further. And there was one where oh my God, bro. They hit this big girl. She dented the fuck out of that Charger. Like he hit a fucking rhino, bro. I was like, holy shit.
You wrong.
She dented the fuck out your car, but that's what you get for doing that dumb shit. Like, come on, man. Like, here's the other thing about that. Right now, gas is almost $5 a fucking gallon. How much money are you spending doing donuts at an intersection for 10 minutes? Not to mention the tires that you're going through.
Right.
And you're probably running 20s or 24s. So you're talking anywhere from 100 to about 250 a tire. What are you doing? Not all of you are balling like that. You know what I mean? That's crazy, bro.
People like that still live at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's another problem. Kids today still living at home.
I know. We need to go have a conversation with my kid right now. Luckily, my kids don't do that, so we're good. Let me find out, bro. Shit. I'll be the first one on their ass. Fuck that. That's some dumb shit. What else we got going on? What you doing this weekend?
Let me talk about these Jordans I tried to buy the other day. Excuse me.
You buying more shoes?
Yeah.
How many brand new shoes do you have at home that you haven't even worn yet?
Maybe 4.
You got 4 pair of brand new shoes at home that you ain't never put on, but yet you're buying more. Must be motherfucking nice.
You got to remember something. You know, growing up, I didn't have, you bought 1 pair of shoes for the whole year.
Yeah.
Okay? And then when you started to make a little bit of money, you had 2 pairs of shoes to last you the whole year.
Right, okay.
And then you got kids. So all your money went to them. Dog, I be looking at pictures now, because on my phone, old pictures be popping up. I be like looking at it like, damn, what was I wearing? I did not give a fuck. But it was just, everything went to the kids, you know? So now kids are gone, kids are grown. My wife and I are doing okay. Let me make up for it. That's what it is. I'm making up for shit. So, and when it comes to Jordans, mine are the Jordan 4s. Those are my shit.
Okay.
They came out in 88, 89 when we graduated high school. That's the ones I like. I like the 1s and I like the 4s. I don't like any of the other ones. Okay. So 4s are kind of expensive now because they don't come out. You could buy them, but they're pricey. So there was a new Jordan 4 coming out, white and blue. And I got the email to drop it on Saturday, 7 a.m. And I was like, word, I'm getting them. $215.
God damn.
I'm getting them. Right?
Okay.
I set an alarm, kid. 6:55. 6:55.
You didn't get them, did you?
I did, but there's a story behind it. I open up my laptop, 6:55. I sign on. Whoop-de-woo. I'm waiting. I'm hitting refresh. 7 o'clock comes. I didn't even have to hit refresh, kid. It just said available. Clicked on it.
Sold out.
Picked my size. Added it to the cart. Went to check out. Entered my credit card information. Hit proceed with purchase. Boom. Fucking screen's just sitting there. Nothing's happening.
Oh, shit.
I was like, what the hell's going on? So I go to my phone. Try to do it through the phone. Signed on with the phone. Did everything I just did. Now all of a sudden, before I'm able to go to the cart, it says, confirming you're not a bot. This may take a couple of minutes.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So I got my laptop still open, waiting for something to happen there, and I'm watching the screen on my phone because the screen is actually doing something. It's like the letters are changing colors, confirming you're a bot. We'll be with you soon. Whoop-de-woo. 2-3 minutes later, it says, okay, confirm you're not a bot. All the sizes are gone except for like size 6 and like fucking 14 and up. Here's dog. I took a screenshot of my fucking laptop. There's my cart. I had it.
Wow. So what happened?
So I refreshed this page and then it just kicked me off. I tried to go back to it and went back to all the sizes are gone, everything's done. It's like, motherfucker. I was pissed, right? I'm trying to call Nike.
Fuck.
And there's actual, when you called them, the 800 number, they actually says, are you calling about the new Nikes that dropped today? You have to do it on the app. Our operators have nothing to do with that. There's da-da-da-da. Unfortunately, it has to all be done through the app. Like, God damn it. So there's another website that sells Jordans. So sure enough, they're there already. They're already there. So
Because
I
they're
was
the ones that beat you on buying them.
probably. So I was so upset I bought them.
For how much?
They were like $320.
You paid $100 over for them?
Yep. And I did it out of fucking spite. I wouldn't have, had I not been so pissed off, I wouldn't have done it. I was like, I'll show. I'm gonna sit there telling myself, I'll show you. I'll get them. Who am I showing? Who am I showing?
God damn.
I was heated though, kid. Cause dog, you saw the picture. They were there. Everything was confirmed.
And you checked to make sure your money for the first set didn't come out of your account, right?
Well, that's one of the reasons why I knew something was wrong, because it's right away
Right.
when money gets taken out. You get an email. You've made a payment to such and such.
And nothing this time, huh?
Nothing, kid. I was heated.
Fuck. You crazy, dog. $330 for a pair of shoes?
Yeah, I know. It was an impulse buy.
Shit better be like walking on clouds. You know it's not, though.
And I'll barely wear them because they're so expensive.
I know how you feel. I got a pair of Adidas like that. I got in my closet that I've never worn. I'll go to wear them and I'll be like, fuck, it's not. It's cloudy. What if it starts to rain? They're leather. I don't want to fuck them up. And then we're like, oh, whose house am I going? Yeah, but they don't have fucking grass, or sometimes they're gonna get all. Fuck, I can't wear them. So they're sitting there brand new, and you have to wear them, or you fuck up the glue.
Yeah.
So
You fuck up the glue, and you fuck up. I didn't know this, but on the Jordan 4s, the between the sole and the actual leather, there's areas that are actually painted. They're plastic and they're painted.
Oh, okay.
And if you don't wear them, that paint dries or something, and they
It peels
start.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen, because I got a pair of like the ones that I used to wear. The one pair I had in high school that I got on a deal because Mojo worked at Foot Locker, and he was able to hook it up for me. Thank you, Mojo. They're the black and the reds. They're white with black and red.
Right.
And I got a pair of those. I had bought them a few years ago, and never wore them. Always kept them. And you put them on, they start to crack. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I've seen videos on how to, you gotta sand those areas down and
Oh,
you get
how to
like
repair
an
'em.
acrylic paint.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
like, man, I'm not trying to do all that.
Send them to one of those places and have them repaired.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. There's a guy on TikTok, Mr. Fix a Shoe or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, and he specializes in Jordans.
Huh.
You send him the shoes and he'll fix them for you. There's a couple different places that do it now. Did you know that there's a secret Nike store in Vegas where
No.
you can go and you can make your own?
Really?
You go in and it's a certain store, and then you walk past and go into the back, and it's like a fucking sweatshop. There's Asian people there putting your shoes together, and then all kinds of different materials and colors and shit that you can pull off the wall, and they show you how to sew it and put the shit together.
I don't know. I never heard about this.
Yeah.
I wonder how much that costs?
I don't know. I know I couldn't afford it, so
Yeah, I don't
I
think
just
I
get-
even could.
come on. All right, so do you have birthdays or anything you got to do this week?
We done already?
Oh
Yeah, you got Ghostbusters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know
please.
them. You know they won't. They don't wait, dog.
Please.
When the ghosts come, you just got to be ready.
With your tub of popcorn.
Hell yeah.
Actually, just Andre again. Happy 50th. It's today. We had lunch today. Happy birthday, Andre. Say hello to Marco, new listener. We spoke about it today. Actually, he gave you a little bit of props.
Nice.
We were talking about he just started listening. He's thinking about starting from the beginning. And I was just telling him a couple of the highlights that I could remember.
Right?
And one was the naming of the child when the parents aren't married.
Okay.
And he kind of got a little hot too about it. But another thing was we talked about because he was asking how you and I know each other,
Right.
and I said high school, and then we spoke about what caused us to fall apart for a little while.
Right.
So where he gave you your props was initially he was like, yo, I think he probably took it a little too far. You know, like you cutting us off for 20 years.
Right.
But then he goes, but you got to give it to him. You know, he was like, fuck that. Y'all ain't going to do this to me. Your guys are cut off. Fuck you. And he was like, got to give him a prop. He stuck to it. And I was like, yeah, you're probably right to an extent. Yeah. So.
Good looking out, Marco. Appreciate it. That's my boy right there.
And this Sunday, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. My
That's
wife,
right.
my mother, all my relatives that are moms. Happy Mother's Day.
And all the soon-to-be mothers, you know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, happy Mother's Day is going to be, are you guys celebrating? You guys getting together?
Yeah, we'll do something. I don't know exactly what yet.
Probably do something early like
Yeah,
that.
my daughter's actually coming into town tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
She'll work from home on Friday, but she's going to be here for the weekend, yeah.
Nice. Well, it's good. It's always good to have the kids around.
Yeah.
Always good to have them home. All right, so, yeah, sorry we had to cut this one a little bit short, but we'll make up for it in the long run. Don't worry about it.
Who you going to call?
Ghostbusters, bro. If you got a problem, you can call them. They'll let me know. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.